Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss question number 21 to 40 of aldehydes and ketone from Advanced Problems in Organic Chemistry for JEE by MS Chauhan book. In question number 21, we have aluminium amalgam. Benzene is the solvent and heat is used in this case. So for in this reaction, as aluminium is metal present here, we can have a single electron process, and in this single electron process we can think about the radical mechanism. Okay, so initially what we have, a cyclic ketone. Now this ketone can be dissociated as radicals, and generally we may have this kind of situation. Okay, now if we use 2 moles of this, we can have 2 equivalent of this radical. Okay, now these 2 radical can be combined to form another intermediate like this. So we can have a situation where we can draw this kind of situation. Okay, now if we add 2 electrons here, we can have situation which is look like O minus, and after the aqueous workup the final molecule will look like this. Okay, so for question number 21, option B should be the correct option. In question number 22, rank the following in order to increasing value of equilibrium constant for hydration. K hydration is the equilibrium constant. Thing is that if the product is stable, then the equilibrium constant value will be higher. Okay, in this case the maximum hydration is possible for the second molecule. Why? Because in this molecule this carbon is sp2 hybridized, so the natural bond angle should be 120 degree, but due to this angle strength this bond angle is 60 degrees, so this is very much unstable. Okay, now if water is added in this molecule, finally we will get this kind of situation. Obviously one hydrogen bonding is present here, but another thing is the bond strength or the angle strength is reduced in this case. So in this case we can form easily the product. In case 1, as we know that lone pair repulsion is very much present in the hydrated molecule. The hydrated molecule is not at all stable in 4-member ring. So another thing is water will be eliminated and finally we will get the initial product. In this case, as this ketone is very much static in nature, water cannot behave as a nucleophile in this case. So option B should be the correct option, where the second molecule will give the maximum hydration, then the first molecule, and in the third molecule hydration process is very much difficult due to the high static hindrance of the ketone. For question number 22, option B should be the correct option. In question number 23, we have one masked situation here. Okay, and the masking is present in the final molecule also. As we know that in the acidic medium, masking will be removed and it will be demasked in the acidic medium. So the medium for this type of reduction should be basic in nature. So as we know that Wolff-Kishner reduction or NH2 KOH heat is a basic medium reaction. So in question number 23, option B should be the correct option. In question number 24, which sequence present the base synthesis of the hexanal? Okay, so we can start with option D. Why? Because in this case we have Grignard reagent, and Grignard reagents are generally much more reactive because the negative charge over the carbon is not stabilized at all, and along with this type of alkyl group this is much more unstable. That's why this should be much more reactive in nature. So this is the base synthesis. This can be a base synthesis because it is very much unstable, so reactivity will be high. Now if we react this with this cyclic ether, we can have this kind of situation, and after the aqueous workup we can have this kind of final situation. Okay, now PCC is a selective or weak oxidizing agent, so it will make this alcohol 1 degree alcohol to aldehyde. So the finally we'll get 1 2 3 4 4 CH2 here and aldehyde here. Okay, so we want to make this kind of final product, and this is possible in option D only. In question number 25, HNO3 is used in this case. Okay, so HNO3 is nitric acid which will give H plus in the medium, and in presence of H plus this lone pair will be donated to the H plus, and we will get this kind of intermediate. Okay, now as positive charge over oxygen is not stable at all, we can have this kind of enolization, and finally we can think about this kind of situation. Now double bond can be oxidized because nitric acid also an oxidizing agent, so we can have this kind of acid which is known as adipic acid. Now in presence of calcium hydroxide we can have a salt like this, CH2, again another CH2, another CH2, another CH2, again C double bond O minus along with Ca2 plus. So we have 4 CH2 here, CH2 1 2 3 4. Okay, now if we hit this situation, calcium carbonate will be eliminated from the system, so there will be a carbon loss. Okay, so initially we have 6 carbons, and in the final product we must have 5 carbon, and only 5 carbon containing product is option C. So the final situation we will have a product like this. So for question number 25, option C should be the correct option. In question number 26, it is a case of masking where we have 1,3-diol present in this case. If this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Okay, now if we demasking this product, we can have the starting material like this. So this is nothing but benzaldehyde. So for question number 26, the starting material should be benzaldehyde. So option B should be the correct option. In question number 27, we have NaNO2 and HCl. As we know that NaNO2 react with HCl to form HNO2. HNO2. We can write HNO2 like this, and the medium is still acidic, so we can have this kind of situation which will give the NO plus in the medium. Okay, now medium is acidic, so we can have a tautomer like this, and this NO plus can react with this molecule by following mechanism. So we may have this kind of situation, CH2 like this. Okay, now we can have another tautomeric thing here. So C double bond O, CH double bond NOH. Okay, now in the next step we have used acetic anhydride which can behave as a dehydrating agent. So we have H and OH. So in this case we can have cyanide as water is eliminated from the system, and finally if we give hydrolysis, the cyanide after hydrolysis will be converted to acid. So finally we can have this kind of situation. So for question number 27, option B should be the correct option. In question number 28, first of all we have one electrophilic aromatic substitution reaction. We have C double bond OH. Now if H plus is added, we can have this kind of situation, and after removal of this pi bond CH2 plus OH, this is the electrophile we have. So now this electrophile will react with the benzene ring, and we can have this kind of situation, CH2OH. In the second equivalent of HCl will react in this case, and we can have CH2 plus, and finally Cl minus will be attached and we can have CH2Cl, this kind of situation. Okay, now the finally NO2 minus is the nucleophile and this is the leaving group, so we can have a SN2 kind of SN1 kind of thing here. Sorry, this is a SN1 kind of thing, and final product will look like this, CH2NO2. So for question number 28, option A should be the correct option. In question number 21, we have a catalytic amount of aluminum chloride along with the Br2. So we can think this way, that we have this kind of intermediate, because aluminum chloride can behave as Lewis acid and the lone pair over oxygen can behave as Lewis base. So again we can draw the tautomeric form, and the tautomeric form will look like this, O AlCl3 minus. Now it can react with bromine like this way. So we can have a situation where we have C double bond O, AlCl3 plus minus C. The final, the aqueous workup will give this type of dissociation and the final molecule will look like option B. So for question number 29, option B should be the correct option. In question number 30, we have a molecule C6H12O3 which will give negative tolerance test but positive iodoform test. Okay, so this will give positive iodoform test, this will give positive iodoform test, this will give positive iodoform test. Okay, but this molecule will not give positive iodoform test, so we can remove option D. Now the negative tolerance test implies that it should be a ketone, so A, B, C, all of them are ketones, so we cannot have a specific answer here. But after the acidification, it will give positive tolerance test. So after the acidification, we may have aldehyde. So if we start with option A, after the acidification, we can have, it is not a masking case at all, so we don't have a specific reagent. Okay, so we can remove the option A. If we start with B, this is give some significance because this is a case of masking, and we can have another ketone, so ketone will not give a positive test for tolerance reagent. So option C will be our answer, because it is clear that after the demasking thing we can have one aldehyde present in this position. Okay, so aldehyde can give positive tolerance test. So for question number 30, option C should be the correct option. In question number 31, we have C16H16. After the ozonolysis, we have two equivalent part because we can have a C8 situation. Okay, so the molecule should be symmetrical in nature. Okay, so first of all, if we think about the symmetry, we can have two situations, one is B, one is C, because A is not symmetrical at all. So for question number 31, we can forget about the option A. Now if we start with any of them, basically after the ozonolysis they will give same kind of product, because this is not a stereospecific reaction. Okay, so after the ozonolysis both will give a ketone like this, both will give the ketone like this, it will give also this ketone. Okay, and after the reaction in the basic medium we can have CH2 CaC, which is the final product in this case. So B and C both are possible, so option D should be the correct option. In question number 32, we have 1-methyl 1-cyclohexyl hydrogen peroxide, and we have added H3O+ in this case, and the final product should have 7 carbon, 14 hydrogens and 2 oxygens. Now thing is that this molecule should give a positive iodoform test. Okay, so ketomethyl, 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 in 4 of them ketomethyl is present, so we don't have any specific answer in this case. Positive 2,4-DNP, 4 of them can give positive 2 for DNP. So again we cannot have a specific answer in this case. Positive test for CrO3. Now positive test for CrO3 indicates that we should able to oxidize the molecule. So here we can oxidize this, here we can oxidize this, here we can oxidize this, but there is no hydrogen present in this position, so it cannot oxidize by CrO3. So option D is not possible. Now we can start the mechanism like this. We have a situation where we have a peroxide and we have added H3O plus. So after the addition of H plus, we have this kind of situation, oxygen, oxygen, this kind of situation. Okay, in the next step we have dissociated this and water is eliminated from the system. So we have a 7-member ring, a positive charge over here and water present here. So lone pair of the oxygen now approach to this carbon and we have this kind of final situation. Okay, so in the final step we can dissociate this bond and this is also eliminated. So in the final step we can draw the final product like this: 1 2 3 4. We have 4 CH2 present here, then CH2OH. Okay, so for question number 32, option C should be the correct option. In question number 33, the correct order of reactivity of following compounds towards Grignard reagent. As we know that aldehydes will have more reactivity than ketones, so 2 and 1 will have more reactivity than 3, so 3 should be the last. And between 1 and 2, 2 will have more because we don't have any electron donating group here. So for question number 33, option B should be the correct option. In question number 34, we can rewrite this molecule like this: CH2PH, CH2OH. So this is nothing but a 1,3-diol and we have one aldehyde present. So this is a case of masking, and this masking thing will give a final product which will look like this. Okay, so for question number 34, option B should be the correct option. In question number 35, this is a case of ester hydrolysis when we have one carboxylic acid in this case, one alcohol in this case. So in the basic medium ester hydrolysis, this bond will be broken and finally we will have alcohol like this along with the acid CH2. We cannot generate any chiral center in this case, so we have only 2 products in the final situation. Okay, so for question number 35, option 2 should be the correct option. In question number 36, we have one masking case here. So if we have final demasking in this case, so the acidic solution should be present. So option B should be the correct option because we have aqueous H2SO4 which will give the proper demasking product. So for question number 36, option B should be the correct option. In question number 37, we have KH which can behave like a base. So basically we have 4 alpha hydrogens present in this case, and stepwise this KH hydride can remove all the alpha hydrogens. I can show you one step. So basically this hydrogen can be removed and this negative charge can behave as a nucleophile and can give this kind of situation. Okay, the second in the second step another hydrogen will be removed, in the third step another hydrogen will be removed, in the fourth step another hydrogen will be removed. So 4 equivalent of KH should be used. We have excess, so no problem with that, and 4 equivalent of methyl iodide should be used. we have excess, so no problem with that also. So the final product in question number 37 is clear, that is it is going to be option C. In question number 38, Clemenson reduction, Wolff-Kishner reduction and sodium borohydride, all of this can reduce, but it cannot give a carbon reduced situation. Okay, so it cannot eliminate one carbon from the system. So if you check in this molecule, we have total 6 plus 6 plus 2, that is 14 carbons, and in this case we have 6 plus 6 plus 1, 13 carbon. So Clemenson reduction can reduce the C double bond O, but it cannot reduce the number of carbon. Wolff-Kishner reduction also cannot reduce the number of carbon. Sodium borohydride also cannot reduce the number of carbon. So none of these A, B, C are perfect for this kind of reaction. So for question number 38, option D should be the correct option. In question number 39, we have oxymercuration demercuration reaction. So we can have a ketone in this case, and we have sodium borohydride, so we can have a aldehyde in this case, and ketone and aldehyde, they can be differentiated by, in this case, by NaOI. NaOI is nothing but NaOH and I2, which can give a iodoform reaction. So we can have a positive iodoform test for this, and we can have a negative iodoform for this. So by NaOI or by iodoform reaction, we can differentiate by molecule A and B. So for question number 39, option B should be the correct option. In question number 40, we have HCN. So initially we have a cyanohydrin case. So after addition of HCN, we can have this kind of situation. Now lithium aluminium hydride can reduce this cyanide, and we can have CH2NH2. Okay, NaNO2HCl can give this kind of situation, but it is aliphatic alcohol or aliphatic amine. So in this case we can have a stable carbocation in this case, and there will be a ring expansion in the next step, CH2 plus. So finally we will end up with cyclohexanone. So for question number 40, option A should be the correct option. Thank you for watching.